Hey everybody, congratulations, you have a pocket wheel sitting in front of you, and I'm here to show you how to put all of these parts together. So the first thing you want to do is get your main frame. It should have the flyer shaft already inside, and what I do is I set that toe away from me and I get the big wheel. And the big wheel has a crank on one side and the shaft on the other. I'm going to slide it in to the main body. And if you'll look carefully on the main body, you'll see that the drive wheel is sticking out on your left-hand side. And so I slide it in and the drive wheel rides on the big wheel. Yay, happy day. And then I'll find in the baggie a little spring. I need to set that on next. And then I'll find the right-hand crank and I set it up on the big wheel. There is a little flat section that the screw goes on. So I'm going to slide the crank on to the main shaft, and I want the end of the shaft and the crank to be flush. I'll get the larger of the two Allen wrenches that came with your wheel, and I'll use that to tighten it down as tight as I can. Righty-tighty. If you don't, it'll fall off and it'll startle you, but it won't hurt anything. So got that on, and so I don't lose it, I'm going to put it on the magnet of the back leg, as well as the smaller one that's used to change your ratio. Now that the big wheel and body are put together, I'm going to put the back leg on. You'll notice there's a magnet with the wrenches on it. And if you look carefully, there's a thinner side and a thicker side. The thicker side goes to your left. It matches up with the big wheel. So I'm going to slide that in. I'm going to rotate it so you can see it a little better. I want that back leg and the body to be flush, and I'll take one of the acorn nuts off the back treadle, and I'll take the other one off as well. And I'm going to slide that through, and I'll start from one end and kind of wiggle it so I know that everything's matched up. You don't need any other tools to work with this. So now I've slid it through. I'm going to make sure my treadles got put on. Sometimes John is a bit enthusiastic with his sanding, so you may have a washer that goes onto the treadle as well. In this case, mine has a treadle that or a washer that goes to the left treadle acorn. John will note if you have a washer and where it goes if you only got one. So I got that. Make sure that you put the treadles above the cranks, otherwise it's really difficult to treadle. And you have to take them back out and put it back on again. So right now, my wheel is turning. It's happy. I'm going to put on my bobbin, slide that on, and then I'm going to take the Scotch tension line. I'm going to start by hooking the little hook on the pigtail, going around one full rotation, then going around the bobbin once, hooking it onto the pigtail again, and then taking the knob, Scotch tension knob, and putting it in the hole. And I tend to turn it away from me for tightening or increasing the tension, backing it towards me to reduce the tension. And then I can put my flyer on. I'm going to slide the end on, and then I'm going to tighten down the delta orifice until it's finger tight. And